Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening and welcome to Thompson for high school football as the Thompson Tommies take on the Rugby Panthers. How you doing, everyone? I'm Joe Lancello. Thanks for joining us on yourliveevent.com. Our pregame show is brought to you by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieINS.com to get a free quote. IHRYINS.com to get a free quote. Both teams looking to bounce back from losses last week. Rugby fell at Harvey Wells County 35-14, while Thompson took on highly ranked Langston area Munich and lost by a score of 34-6. Thompson now 3-3 overall, 2-2 in region play. Rugby is 1-5, still looking for their first win in region play. We'll check in with the coaches, Tyler Green from Rugby and Brady Schwab from Thompson, when we return after these messages on yourliveevent.com.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
Looking to tackle a big building project or a major fall cleanup? Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro has what you need. 40 dumpster roll-off boxes that are on hand, ready for rent. Need building materials? They'll deliver everything you need for your project and bring the dumpster at the same time for maximum convenience. If it's time for fall cleaning, rent a large dumpster and clear out your space with ease. For rentals of your dumpsters and building needs, your one-stop shop for your projects, Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Football from Thompson tonight as they entertain the Rugby Panthers. Tyler Green, the coach of Rugby. Talk about Panthers. Tyler Green, the coach of Rugby. Talk about how your season has gone.
Yeah, it hasn't been everything that we've hoped to have been with the only one to win, but the guys are keeping good attitudes. We're competing in all the games that we're playing in, so overall I'm pretty happy with how it's gone.
You've said that you were really happy with how your defense has done this season.
Yeah, our defense has played great at times. We've really held the points to a minimum, which we've asked them to do. We really got to stop to work the run a little better tonight, and that might help us lead to a little more success.
What are some things that you've been happy with about the progress of the Panthers?
A lot of young guys have got to see a lot of time on the field, and that's great to see them step up. With only 3 seniors on the team, it's made it that we've had to lean on a lot of juniors and sophomores, and even a lot of freshmen on special teams. So their progress has been great so far.
Now you take on the Thompson team. What do you know about them?
They got a lot of big kids, well-coached team. They like to run the ball. They definitely run behind their pads. A lot of kids rotate. They're nice to have 50 kids on your sideline, I guess.
will be the important things tonight?
Yeah, we need to stop the run defensively. Offensively, we're going to have to get the run going, and we're going to have to rely on some big plays.
All right, best of luck.
Thank you.
That's Tyler Peterson, coach. Excuse me. I beg your pardon. That's Taylor Green, coach of the Rugby Panthers. We'll be back with our pregame show after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Joined now by Brady Schwab, the coach of the Thompson Tommies. You went to Langdon area Munich last week and find out why they're ranked as highly as they are.
Yeah, I thought we played well at times, and we played well defensively and offensively early, and then we give up a couple big plays, and we got down a little bit, but that one's in the past, and we move forward to a rugby team here tonight.
Will it be a little strange with this slightly earlier kickoff?
No, it's, we have these earlier kickoffs because those second halves get so warm normally in October. Tonight's obviously an anomaly, but no, it's I think it makes for better play time when you're not having to deal with wet ball, and, guys slipping and that type of stuff. So we practice at 4 o'clock every day. We're just an hour earlier on game night.
Yeah, the dew really does seem to collect here.
It does, yeah, and it's just one of those things, and it's humid out like it is and warm. We'll see what the second half brings tonight, but hopefully it doesn't affect the game.
Now the first of back-to-back home games here as we hit the stretch. What do you know about Rugby?
Physical team, they got a really good offensive line, and they're very similar to us on the defensive side of the ball, what they're trying to do. So, it's going to be important for us to make sure that we're limiting the big plays like we gave up last week, and then on the offensive side, we're sustaining drives, but we're finishing with points. Last week, we moved the ball fairly well. We just didn't finish with points. We got to finish those drives off.
And besides finishing, what are other important things?
Yeah, the same old. We got to tackle well, and we got to make sure that when we get an opportunity to score, that we're taking advantage and we're finishing those drives off.
All right, best of luck.
Thanks, Joe.
That's Brady Schwab, coach of the Thompson Tommies. We'll have the starting lineups when we return after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez.
Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility has recently started offering a $4 per hour shift differential for rotating shifts. Go to AmericanCrystalCareers.com for more information.
Common doesn't do the extra reps. Common doesn't push the limits. And Common doesn't do all of that before the sun is up. We work harder than anyone else when no one is watching, so that when everyone is watching, we're ready to answer the call. Discover your uncommon side with the North Dakota Army National Guard.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA. We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. We continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
And welcome back to Thompson. Joe Lancello here with our pregame show brought to you by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieINS.com to get a free quote. Now our starting lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar. Live the sweet life. Great careers, quality products, grower owned. CrystalSugar.com. For Thompson on offense, number 16, Gavin Oster, a senior, and number 9, Grady Hurst will alternate under center. The running back will be number 1, Charlie Yon, a senior. Wide receivers, number 5, Eli Gemmel, and number 10, Brady Ripplinger. Cash Danner, a senior, plays what's called the J position. He's got 8 catches, including 1 touchdown, and he's also rushed once for 8 yards. The tight end is number 4, Brent Adams. Thompson's offensive line, 68, Cody Samuelson is the center. The guards, 62, Peyton Harding, and 54, Elijah Conrad. And at the tackles, number 70, Chase Cowdery, and number 58, Wyatt Bergeron, both seniors. Brady Schwab, the coach of the Tommies, who are 3-3 on the year, 2-2 in region play. And they'll face this 4-4 defense set up by Rugby. The ends will be 54, Jack Pritchett, and 72, Zach Schneibel. The tackles, number 70, Bryce Zietz, and number 74, Carlos Ortega. Outside linebackers, number 4, Alec Bowl, and number 7, Brody Burnt. At the linebackers, 56, Gavin Barcher Jr., and 34, Treg Fonstock, a sophomore. 3 in the secondary for Rugby. At the corners, 22, Jove Rizvi, a junior, and 24, Coy Walker, a sophomore. And the free safety is number 12, Kason Halverson. And now we'll look at Rugby on offense. Their quarterback is number 8, Kiefer Fritz, a junior. The running back, number 4, Alec Bowl, a sophomore. 3 wide receivers, number 10, Hudson Hager, number 12, Kason Halverson, and 22, Jove Rizvi. The tight end, number 7, Brody Burnt. The offensive line, Jack Pritchett, 54, is the center. The guards, 56, Gavin Barch, and 74, Carlos Ortega. And the tackles, 72, Zach Schneibel, and number 70, Bryce Zietz. We'll be back in a moment on YourLiveEvent.com.
Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Catch all the action of the fall postseason for Minnesota and North Dakota high school football and volleyball on yourliveevent.com.
Going down the field, it's picked off here from Kindred. Tanning Johnson to the 30, to the 25. Johnson, could he go? Yes, sir! A 45-yard pick six. Ford takes it up, played high in the air by Horkeneer's risky left side off of a touch. Kept alive Thornton, now played high. Angle, Severson, smash! Count, good!
Check out the postseason schedule on yourliveevent.com.
And we had Rugby's offense. Here's the Thompson defense that will face that, a 4-4 set. The ends, 82 Porter Martin, 54 Landon Getz. The tackles, 72 Charlie Johnson and 51 Jeffen Fee. The outside linebackers, number 13 Noah Hippen and number 3 Peyton Cannon. And inside linebackers, number 7 Cash Danner and number 23 Jacob Stumpf. 3 in the secondary, number 5 Eli Gemmel will be at one corner. Number 10, Brady Ripplinger at the other corner, and at free safety, number 12, Jeremy Tice, the senior, with 1 interception on the year. And that was in the Turtle Mountain game, I believe, and he ran that back for a score. Our starting lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar. Live the sweet life. Great careers, quality products, grower-owned, crystalsugar.com.
Charlie Johnson, Jeffen Fee, Porter Martin, Landon Getz, Bryn Adams, and Jack Croxton. Tommy's coached by Brady Schwab, assisted by Trent Carlson, Ryan Ogden, Gavin Bowman, Andrew Kennedy, Andre Molden, and Avery Thorskard. Tonight's halftime entertainment will be the 5th and 6th grade
Let's see.
tackle football.
Whoop,
and the Booster Club
not that.
winner tonight is Mike Foley. He wins $100.
Trying to find the clock here on our setup. Oh, whoops. There we are. Thompson will be receiving the opening kickoff. Our officiating crew, John Osborne, the referee, joined by Mark Potrats, Kendall Tunnis, and Jeremy Ladisser. And one other gentleman who was a little slow getting here, but is here. There is a 5-man officiating crew. 84 degrees is our temperature here with mostly sunny skies. And I'm not sure what's up with my clock here.
Kick it out for the Panthers. Back to return. Ryan Pettis.
And there's the kickoff, and we are underway. And right at the 6 o'clock siren, we got a return over the 40-yard line. Charlie Yon with the return.
43-yard line, be first and 10 Tommies.
Going to try to get this squared away. Tommy's working out of the pistol. Quick handoff, Charlie Yon over left tackle, gets around the end into Rugby territory and a first down. Big yardage on the opening play of the game.
At the 36-yard line of the Panthers. Zach Selett, Jason Halverson on the tackle for the Panthers.
Number 16, Gavin Oster out of the pistol. He'll roll right, throw right. Pass is caught by Cash Danner, number 7.
Pass is complete to Cash Danner. Alex Bowling tackle for the Panthers. Gain of 5 brings up second down and 5.
Tommies pick up 5 to the 31-yard line. Second down, 5. Ball on the far hash. The Tommies go from right to left. And an inside give for Jan, and he is stacked up. And that'll set up third down and medium for the Tommies. Jack Pritchett, 54, in on the tackle for Rugby. Two receivers right, one to the left. Danner coming in motion. Handoff for Jan. He's brought down close to the first down. That was 54, Jack Pritchett on the tackle again. And it's going to be 4th and short for Thompson.
Jack Pritchett on the tackle for the Panthers.
Fourth and about a yard and a half. A low snap to Oster, who will roll right, throw right. And the pass is caught for a first down. And that was Eli Gemmel.
That's good for Tommy, first down.
I thought I had seen a flag go by. That must have been just a big insect. Tommy's second first down of this drive. And they're at the Rugby 16. Quarterback Gavin Oster on the carry, picking up 2 as he slipped. Second down 8 from the 14-yard line. First drive of the game, no score. Jack Croxton lines up wide to the right side. Ripplinger wide left, handoff inside. Trying to go over the right side.
To the 11-yard line. Brings up third down and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5 after a gain of 3. Tommy's at the Rugby 11-yard line. 2 receivers left. Oster, quick out, caught by Danner. Got a kind of a pick there. He runs to the far near side and scores.
Oster's pass is complete to Cash Danner, 11 yards for the touchdown.
Cash Danner, his second touchdown catch of the season. And the Tommies take the lead with 8:29 to go in the opening quarter. Both teams go for 2. They don't try to kick extra points. Tommy's with 3 receivers right. It was a Wildcat setup, and Shirley Jan took the snap, and we got whistles. Offside defense.
Half the distance to goal, replay the try.
So a 1-yard penalty makes it still a 2-point conversion, but now about a yard and a half away. Oster is now at the pistol with Jan at his right hip. It's Jan who takes the handoff.
Charlie Jan runs in the 2-point conversion.
And Jan gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
Thompson 8, Panthers 0.
So with 8:29 to go first quarter, On the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard, Chris Moan, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. It's Thompson 8 and Rugby nothing. We'll have the kickoff after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
In agriculture, the one thing you can count on is uncertainty. What if the GPS short circuits in your tractor? Do you have equipment breakdown coverage? Nodak Insurance has been insuring farmers and ranchers for over 70 years, and we've come across about every scenario you can imagine. Hi, I'm Chris Moen, your agent with answers at Nodak Insurance Company. I know insurance, I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call me today for details on how we can protect your farming operation at 757-1613.
The kickoff by Charlie Yon was a squibber. And Rugby is going to take over in some fairly good field position at their own 41-yard line. 8:24 to go in the opening quarter. Thompson's drive, 7 plays, 57 yards. Taking just over 3 minutes. Out of the pistol, the far side is Kiefer Fritz. And down the far sideline, it's going to be a foot race, and it's going to be run by Kason Holverson for a Rugby touchdown.
Fritz's pass is complete to the hook and ladder. Goes 59 yards for the touchdown. Joe Rizzoli with the 59-yard run.
And it's now an 8-6 game on a 59-yard scoring play. And Rugby also goes for 2. The quarterback, Kiefer Fritz, holds on to it, but does not get in. So with 8:14 to go in the opening quarter on the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard, Chris Moan, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. Thompson 8, Rugby 6 on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
Rugby responding quickly with a 59-yard scoring pass from Kiefer Fritz. I believe it was Kason Holverson who caught that and sprinted down the far sideline. Number 20, Zach Zelensky, will be kicking off for the Panthers. And this will go deep, fielded on a hop. Charlie Yon still going across the 40-yard line. Another good return for Thompson gives them the ball across their own 40-yard line. And they'll mark that right on the 40. Tommies with their second series, 2 receivers to the right. Danner splits out wide left, and now he'll come in motion on the far side. And the snap was, I think, supposed to go to him on a jet sweep. The whistle blew, I think, before anybody had it. Well, apparently it's still Thompson football. Second down 10 for the Tommies.
No gain in the play. Second down and 10.
That may have been an inadvertent whistle or one blown just too soon before anybody actually had them. Now it says first down on the far side. Here's a toss for Charlie Yon. He's ahead of the crowd now. 40, 30, 20, 10, and he is not going to be caught. There is a penalty flag in the play, and it's holding on the offense, so don't put any points on the board. Okay, so the first down. Because of that inadvertent whistle, they said no play on that initial snap. So first and 20 for Thompson from their own 30. Oster out of the pistol. And a give for Rylan Pennis, number 24, and he is ganged up trying to go around right end. .7:22 to go in the opening quarter. Pennis gained a yard to the 31, so second down 19 for the Tommies. They lead at 8-6. Crocs head wide left. Oh, Pennis took another handoff. Was grabbed by linebacker Brody Burnt. And that tackle was dangerously close to the horse collar area. Loss of 2 to the 29-yard line. So third and 22. Rugby making a late defensive change. Oster from the pistol, Danner in motion far side. Oster caught by number 4, Bryn Adams, the tight end. Still going to be well short of a first down.
Oster's pass is complete. Bryn Adams brought down by number 4, Alex Bull. Fourth down long for the Tommies.
And it'll be fourth and long with 6 minutes to go in the opening quarter with the ball on the 30-yard line after that pass play picked up just 1 yard. Charlie Yon back in punt formation. Snap a little bit low, got it away. End over end kick. Taking a Rugby bounce, and they'll have it in Thompson territory.
45-yard line by the Panthers, first and
10. And Rugby will take over at the Thompson 46 after a 16-yard punt with no return. Kiefer Fritz, the quarterback, under center. 2 receivers to the right. I formation. Fritz to throw. Now Fritz to run, and he's tackled for a loss. And that's back in Rugby territory.
Fritz on the carry, brought down behind the line of scrimmage, loss of 5 yards. Landon gets on the tackle for the Tommies, bring up second and 15.
Loss of 5 to the 49-yard line of Rugby. Second and 15. Okay, we've got our clock. Now we just need our teams. 8-6 Thompson in front. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Fritz out of the pistol. He's going to throw it far sideline. It is caught by Kason Halverson, number 12. Halverson, a 6'4", 170-pound sophomore. So the Panthers back in Thompson territory after a gain of 6. Brings it to the 45-yard line of Thompson, making it 3rd and 9 for Rugby. Rugby in the traveling white with black numbers, black pants, black and orange trim. Hudson Hager wide to the near side with Joe Vrisvy in the slot. Fritz. He's going to air it out, and he overthrew it. Brings up 4th and 9 for Rugby in Thompson territory at the 45. There we go, 4:50 to go on the quarter. Rugby looking at 3rd and 9 from the Thompson 45. Fritz out of the pistol. Throws over the middle. It is caught for a first down by the tight end Brody Burnt. Burnt, 6'6", 210, a junior. And they'll spot that at the 36, 34-yard line after a gain of 11. Second first down for Rugby in the game. Rugby trailing 8-6. 2 receivers right and a wing on the right side. Fritz now having to scramble. Has nobody to pitch to. He'll get across the 30 and be shoved out of bounds. Noah Hippen on the tackle, and that shove was well inbounds. So no sign of roughing or anything like that. Gain of 7 to the 27 makes it 2nd and 3 for Rugby with 4:10 to go in the opening quarter. Rugby trying to take advantage of a short Thompson punt. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Rizvi coming in motion to the far side, and here's a handoff. Alec Ball, the ball carrier, got to the 25. Mungo's bringing him down, linebacker Jacob Stumpf, number 23. Third and 1 for the Panthers. Hudson Hager, number 10, lines up wide left. Wing on the left side and a receiver wide right. I formation behind Fritz. He'll roll left, and throw well off target. Hudson Hager was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 4th down and 1. Fritz is limping off the field, and coming in is freshman number 9, Levi Wentz, to play quarterback. Wentz, a freshman, 5'10", 150. I'd seen him taking a few snaps in practice. He'll line up in the pistol with Bull at his right hip on 4th and 1. 3 receivers left. He'll keep it himself, and with a second effort, I believe he got the first down. A move straight out of the sport of rugby. Just take the snap and go straight ahead. Ball at the 23-yard line after a pickup of 2. Wentz still in the game. Working out of the pistol with Bull at his left hip, 3 receivers wide left. Strong right formation. And they'll give it to Ball, trying to go over the right side, and he won't get much, if any. Landon gets 52, part of the crowd on the tackle for Thompson. No gain on that play, 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. As we're under 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Drive almost 3 minutes long by the Panthers. Once now under center with an I formation. Rizvi is the I back, and a give for Ball trying to go over the right side. A short gain. 51, Jevin Fee in there on the stop. Pickup of a yard. That'll be 3rd and 9 from the 22. Fritz is walking around on the sideline. But for now, Rugby going to stay with the freshman Levi Wentz in the pistol. Wentz dropping back, throwing just a little overthrown, looking for Joe Rizvi, number 22. That'll set up 4th and 9. And Rugby will go for it. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Once from the pistol. Burnt the tight end lineup as a wing on the left side. Under pressure, Wentz steps up, throws incomplete. He was looking for Brody Burnt, the tight end. So Thompson will take over at their own 22-yard line with 1:48 to go in the first quarter and still leading by a score of 8-6. So Rugby held the ball for over 3 minutes, just weren't able to convert. Gavin Oster out of the pistol now for Thompson. Charlie Yon with a carry over the left side, and he'll take a couple of guys down with him to about the 33, and that ought to be a first down.
It's good for first down yardage, 1st and 10 Tommies.
Thompson's 4th first down of this game. Gain of 11 to the 33-yard line with under 1.5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Brady Ripplinger lines up wide to the near side, number 10. Jan broke a tackle across the 35 to near the 36, and one of the Rugby players lost his helmet. And he'll have to come out for a play. That's Gavin Birch coming off the field. One minute to play in the first. And the thing about Barch is he was moved from tight end to an offensive line spot because of injuries. Jan carries to the 40-yard line, pickup of 3. 3rd and 3 with 35 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Jack Krog said wide right. Ripplinger wide to the near side. I formation under Oster, who will roll right. Will throw it. Pass is caught, but short of a first down. And that's going to set up 4th down after no gain on that play. So after 1 quarter on the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard, Chris Moan, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. After 1, Thompson 8, and Rugby 6. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro is completing post-frame buildings 80 by 80, 80 by 160, even 80 by 200. Need an addition or shop reskin? Cywick Lumber and Hardware has all materials. They'll complete to your customized building requests. Bifold doors, hydro doors for farm buildings, and metal sail steel for durable construction. Whether it's new, an addition, or a repair, every building project can be done with Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro. All materials, all in one place. Visit or call Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
With Bailey on camera, Joe Lansella with you. Second quarter about to get underway from Thompson as the Tommies lead Rugby 8-6. Thompson will go from left to right now in the home green, or home black rather, with green and white. And there was a little flinch by Cash Danner, who was the wing back or the H-back, and that'll cost Thompson 5 yards. That'll move it back to the 35-yard line and make it 4th and 6. And Thompson more interested now in punting. Charlie Young will kick. Back to receive number 22, Joe Vrizovi. Good snap. High. Vrizovi is just going to let it go and roll and roll and roll it does. Into the end zone for a touchback. So a 65-yard punt, still a 45-yard gain in field position.
65-yard punt.
As Rugby will take over at their own 20-yard line. Kiefer Fritz, number 8, is back in the game at quarterback for the Panthers. Hager and Halverson line up wide to the near side. Wing on the right. Fritz rolling left. Pass is caught. Nice reaching catch by Hudson Hager. But we've got a holding penalty on Rugby. So the Panthers are going to be moved back. That'll go back to the 10-yard line, setting up 1st and 20 for the Panthers. Both teams with all 3 timeouts remaining. So Rugby being backed up here. Fritz out of the pistol, 3 receivers left. And a handoff instead. Short pickup for number 4, Alex Bowl. Picking up 2, making it 2nd and 18 from the 12-yard line. Rugby's one score came on a big play, a 59-yard pass play from Fritz to Halverson. I'll confirm that when I get back and write up a scoring summary that you can see on rjbroadcasting.com. Bull again on the carry, trying to get around the right side, breaks a tackle down the sideline, and he's got a 1st down.
Ball on the carry, out across the 30. That's good for a Panther 1st down. Jacob Stump on the tackle for the Tommies.
Slammed down. I think it was Mac Michelson who had the tackle.
Timeout on the field. Tommy's first timeout.
But Thompson will take a timeout. On the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard, Chris Moan, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. It's Thompson 8, Rugby 6 on YourLiveEvent.com.
In a deck of 52 cards, there's one that stands above the rest, the Ace of Spades. And when it comes to septic service, porta potty rentals, and now offering drain cleaning, the name says it all. Ace of Spades Septic Services and Porta Potty Rentals. From full-service septic pumping to clean, dependable porta potties for any event or job site, our crew delivers fast, reliable service with no mess and no stress. No wild cards, no jokers, just the Ace. Ace of Spades Septic Services and Porta Potty Rentals.
Thompson using their first timeout with 10:55 to go in the half. Tommy's leading 8-6 over the Rugby Panthers, and it's Rugby with the football. Kiefer Fritz from the pistol. He'll look to his left. He'll throw it long, and it's broken up. Noah Hippen, the linebacker on the coverage. That was intended for Hudson Hager, number 10. Second and 10 for the Panthers. Other games tonight in Class A Region 2 in North Dakota. Langdon at Carrington, Harvey Wells County at Grafton, Park River hosting Turtle Mountain. Two receivers left. And a give for number 20, and he is in the backfield for a loss. That is Zach Selensky.
Selensky on the carry, brought down behind line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Good play by the Tommies defense. Loss of 3 sets up 3rd and 13. They've got to get to the Tommies 43 for a first down. Selensky at the left hip of Fritz. Gonna throw it long and incomplete. Noah Hippen again on the coverage on Hudson Hager. Looked like the receiver turned one way and the ball went the other way. So it'll be number 10, Hudson Hager, back in punt formation for the first time for the Panthers. Snap a little low. Hager gets it away. Field at the 34. And a penalty flag thrown.
Hurst on return up to the 40, but there's a flag on the play.
Grady Hurst on the return. But let's see what the flag is. .36 yards on the punt with no return. Holding on Thompson. So when the Tommies take over with 9:47 to go till halftime, the ball will be on the 30. Oster from the pistol and whistles. Normally that's against the offense, unless somebody lined up improperly. Well, they are going to move it back 5 yards.
After the holding penalty, the ball should be spotted at the 27-yard line. First and 10, Tommies.
Oh, there was a question about where the ball should have been spotted for the penalty. Okay. Tommy starting at their own 27. Oster throwing and incomplete, looking for Eli Gemmel, number 5. Second and 10, Thompson. Coach Tyler Green of Rugby saying he was really impressed with the way his defenses carried this team, especially the linebackers and defensive backs. Toss to the near side. Charlie Yon, you're going to get around the corner. You'll get to about the 33-yard line. Tackle made by Gavin Barch, who had come out of the game briefly. He's back in. Gain of 6 brings up 3rd and 4. Nearing the 9-minute mark in the second quarter. 3 receivers right. Gavin Oster out of the pistol. Will toss to Jan. And is forced out of bounds. Close to a first down.
That's good for Tommy, first down.
Bumped into one guy just like it was a bumper in pinball. And that is a Tommy's first down on the 40-yard line after a gain of 7. Thompson, 2 timeouts remaining. Rugby with all 3 of theirs. Tommy's with a 2-point lead, 8-6. Oster from the pistol, play fake. Throws left, caught by Cash Danner. Trying to get away from 2 defenders and will be stopped short of the 45-yard line.
45-yard line will bring up 2nd and 5 for the Tommies.
And they'll give him the 5 yards to the 45. Three receivers right. Young coming in motion near side. He'll catch a swing pass, and he'll burst through the crowd. Breaks a couple of tackles. He's down the near sideline, and he's cutting inside. Nice play by him, but he lost the football. Rugby has it before it went out of bounds. And that is a touchback. Charlie Yon, a 44-yard run, we'll call that. Then he fumbled, and Rugby recovered just before the ball went out of the end zone. Well, now you can say that you've seen almost everything. Rugby down 8-6, getting a takeaway. Kiefer Fritz out of the pistol. 2 receivers wide left. And a handoff for Rizovy, and he'll get across the 25 to the 27. Jove Rizovy. Risovi. He's a junior, 5'8", 145. Rizovy, one of a few Rugby players who are wearing the extra padded helmet on the outside, meant to prevent concussions. Hey, players, everybody needs to protect their brain for that matter. Hand off for Bull, trying to cut over the middle. He's across the 30 to about the 32.
Across the 30, it's good for a Panthers first down.
Peyton Kanan, the linebacker, with the tackle. And that'll be a first down for the Panthers. Under 7 minutes to go in the half. Rugby trailing Thompson 8-6. Joe Lanzola with you on YourLiveEvent.com. 3 receivers to the left. He'll give it to Bull, who'll pick up 2, maybe 3. Gain of 2 to the 34, 2nd and 8 for Rugby. Again, 3 receivers to the left. With Fritz being left in, if that works to his advantage, and we've got whistles. And Rugby will take a timeout. That's their first of the half, coming with 6:08 to go till intermission. On the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard, Chris Moan, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. Thompson 8, Rugby 6 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Fall is here, and that means harvest will ramp up quickly. How did your planter do this spring? Did you have the correct down pressure? Was your singulation spot on? Did you need row cleaners or a better closing system? This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer, and we are here to help. Discounts, 0% financing, and $50 per row rebates on most all systems will give you the tools to improve your planter pass. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. Have a safe and profitable harvest.
Both teams now 2 timeouts remaining with 6:08 to go in the half. Rugby with the football at their own 34-yard line, looking at 2nd down and 8. And looking at an 8-6 deficit. Kiefer Fritz out of the pistol. Alec Ball, the running back, at his hip. Pass on the near side. Caught by Halverson, trying to stretch for a first down to the 46-yard line and get a little more yardage.
Halverson looks good for a first down.
Well, he had a first down anyway. Getting to the 45 after a gain of 11. Halverson, 6'4", 170, a sophomore. Rugby with some pretty big receivers, and those guys also play as defensive backs, so it's almost like a basketball game in some respects. Guys that big going after one ball. Fritz throws to the far side, hook and ladder. A give for Joe Vrizovy, and he'll be across the Thompson 35. Vrizovy took the pitch, and it'll be at Thompson's 34-yard line after a gain of 21. Rugby's third first down of this drive, which started at their own 20-yard line. And they got the ball courtesy of a Charlie Yon fumble in the end zone. Alec Bull, the carry, running right into the pile. Sort of rugby-ish. 52 Landon gets in on the hit for the Tommies. Mark that as a loss of 1 to the 35. 2nd and 11 for Rugby. Under 5 minutes to go in the half. Rugby trailing 8-6. 2 receivers right and 1 to the left. Now a man comes in motion. Here's a jet sweep for Vrizovy. Coming around the near side. And he's brought down by linebacker Jacob Stumpf, number 23.
Jacob Stumpf on the tackle for the Tommies, brings up 3rd and 9.
Picked up a couple yards of the 33, setting up 3rd and 9 for the Panthers. Just over 4 minutes to go in the half as they look to take the lead. Panthers trailing 8-6. All the scoring in the opening quarter, all very early on. 3 receivers right. Fritz looking, now under pressure, and throws it away.
Pass is incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
And then it'll be a simple incomplete pass. Porter Martin putting on the pressure. So 4th down to the 32. 2 receivers left and 1 to the right. And Wentz is back in the game of the quarterback. And some razzle-dazzle. It's Hudson with Hager with the football. And the pass is incomplete, and we might have pass interference. Levi Wentz came into the game to play under center. There was a whole lot of movement going around and the ball changing hands a couple of times. And it's not like Wentz was cold. He had played a few snaps earlier in the game. The Rugby offense was ready, but the referees are not. It is pass interference on Thompson.
First and 10.
And that will make it a 1st down for Rugby. Where did they put? Then it'll be at the Thompson 17. 3:48 to go in the half. Levi Wentz is in the game at quarterback, working out of an I formation. Wentz rolls right, throws, caught by a grounded Hudson Hager.
Pass is complete to Hager for a gain of 5. Brings up
Picks up 5 yards. That'll make it 2nd down at the 13-yard line. 3:20 to go in the half, clock running. Rugby still has 2 timeouts left. Kiefer Fritz back in the game. He's out of the pistol with Bowl at his left hip. Fritz throwing, and it's caught. And it's inside the 5-yard line. Joe Vrizovy with the catch. That should be 1st and goal for the Panthers. That'll be at the the Thompson 3-yard line. Number 24, Coy Walker, into the game on offense as a wide receiver. Hand off to Rizovy, the first man. And he got hit right away. Peyton Kanan, part of the crowd there that brought him down. 2nd and goal for Rugby. Loss of a yard, and we're at the 2-minute mark now. And it'll be Fritz lining up in a slot on the far side. Number 17 taking the direct snap and scoring. Gavin Barch. And Thompson trailing now for the first time at 12-8 with a 2-point conversion to come. An 80-yard drive that took 6 minutes and 11 seconds. Rugby goes for 2. Barch takes the direct snap. Trying to roll left, and he'll be wrestled down. And the try for point fails. Cash Danner with a tackle. So with a minute 47 to go on the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard, Chris Moan, your agent with Andrews and Grand Forks in North Dakota. Rugby 12, Thompson 8. The kickoff in a moment on YourLiveEvent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
A 12-play, 80-yard drive for Rugby that took 6 minutes and 11 seconds. That put the Panthers in the lead 12-8. And Zach Selensky to kick it off. Fielded at the 20. And breaking away down the far sideline across midfield. It's a foot race and he's tripped up. Rylan Pennis with a great kickoff return. So a great return for Thompson. Gives Thompson the ball in Rugby territory at the 35-yard line. Minute 38 to go in the half. Thompson 2 timeouts remaining. Gavin Oster from the pistol. Pressure coming. Here's a screen to Danner. Cash rolling left. First down, Moore. And 6 points more. And Thompson responding with a great kickoff return by Pennis and then a 35-yard touchdown pass from Gavin Oster to Cash Danner. And Thompson in front 14-12 with the try for 2 points coming. One play, 12 seconds, 35 yards. Charlie Young coming in motion to the far side. Oster drops back under pressure, gaining away, and still Oster, and is he in? He is. Wasn't seeing any signs. So with a minute 26 to go till halftime, Thompson back in the lead, 16-12 over Rugby. The kickoff after this on the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard. Chris Moan, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out BearsHomeSolutions.com.
Thompson responding to the Rugby touchdown with a one-play, 35-yard drive that took seconds. Gavin Oster to Cash Danner. Danner's second touchdown catch of the day. And now it's Thompson kicking off with Charlie on. And this one's boomed. Fielded on a high hop, bobbled.
Fumble on the play.
And recovered by Zach Solenski.
10 at their own 30.
And Rugby will start at their own 30-yard line with 1:22 to go in the half. And they have 2 timeouts remaining. .62, Peyton Harding into the game on the defensive line for the Tommies in their 4-4 setup. 2 receivers left and a wing on the left side. Fritz back to throw. Fritz now going to run. Fritz is going to throw a long one and incomplete. Broken up by Max Michelson, number 6. Brody Burnt, the intended receiver.
Mickelson in the coverage for the Tommies.
2nd and 10 for Rugby with 1:13 to go in the half. Right now, it's hard to see either team running away with this one, so we should have a fun second half. 2 receivers left. Fritz out of the pistol. Gonna throw right. And it is caught for a first down, and getting out of bounds was Kaysen Halverson, number 12.
Pass complete to Halverson. Across the 40, good for a Panther first down.
That'll be a Rugby first down, and Halverson getting out of bounds in front of the Thompson bench to the 42-yard line after a gain of a dozen. Two receivers left. Burnt a wing on the left side and 1 receiver wide right. Fritz throws, caught, and tackled just short of the first down. Kaysen Halverson again.
Halverson driven out of bounds near midfield.
Let's see where they mark his progress. Oh, that's a favorable spot as far as Thompson concerned. A gain of 6 for the 48-yard line. 2nd down and 4 with 1:02 to go in the half. Two to the left, a slot in the left. And Landon Getz, the defensive end, was a little early. And that'll cost his team a first down. Puts the ball in Thompson territory at the 47 of the Tommies. First and 10 Panthers. They do have timeouts remaining, 2 of them. Fritz throwing far sideline, incomplete. Out of the reach of number 12, Kaysen Halverson. 2nd and 10 with 44 seconds to go in the half. This Rugby team may be young, just 3 seniors on the squad. But with assuming all the juniors and sophomores come back, they'll have a pretty experienced bunch next year and might be a team to watch. 3 receivers left. Fritz out of the pistol. Blitz coming, dumped it off the middle, broken up.
Fritz's pass broken up by
Cash Danner broke that up. And a big pass rush coming in from Porter Martin. Set up 3rd down. And 10 with 39 seconds to go in the half. Fritz out of the pistol, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Bull, the running back, at his right hip. Fritz throws it out, caught in the near side by Hager. Trying to get to the sideline, and he will. And he's also got a first down. Pickup of 10 to the 37, and that's a Rugby first down. Their third of the drive with 32 seconds to go in the half. And Hager wasn't looking to get north-south yardage, as they say. He was looking for the sideline. Two receivers right, one to the left. Fritz from the pistol. Pump fake, now rolls left and throws it away. Attempted catch by Brody Burnt, incomplete. 2nd and 10 with 26 seconds to go in the half. Rugby's been using plays that have not required them to use a timeout so far. Getting to the sideline as quickly as possible. Halverson and Hager go wide right. Two men in the backfield surrounding Fritz. Play fake, dump on the near side to Rizvi. He'll be hit out of bounds at the 36. Cash Danner with the tackle. Gain of just a yard. They'll actually call that no gain. Thought he might have picked up a yard. 3rd down, 10. 21 seconds to go in the half. Halverson wide left. Rizvi and Hager wide to the right. Fritz out of the pistol. Looking right, throws low. Incomplete. Hudson Hager. Oh, Hager did make that catch. Second one he's made on his backside. And Rugby will take a timeout. Their second and a half. 13 seconds to go in the first half. On the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard, Chris Moan, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. Thompson 16, Rugby 12 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Looking to tackle a big building project or a major fall cleanup? Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro has what you need. 40 dumpster roll-off boxes that are on hand, ready for rent. Need building materials? They'll deliver everything you need for your project and bring the dumpster at the same time for maximum convenience. If it's time for fall cleaning, rent a large dumpster and clear out your space with ease. For rentals of your dumpsters and building needs, your one-stop shop for your projects, Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
Rugby with one timeout remaining, Thompson with 2 left. Rugby with the ball at the Thompson 33-yard line, looking at 4th and 6. 13 seconds to go in the half. 2 receivers left, one to the right. Kiefer Fritz from the pistol. Alec Bowl, the running back. Fritz throws. Caught. Oh, no. Kason Halverson, the intended receiver, I thought he had pulled that one out of his hat, but apparently not. So Thompson will take over at their own 33-yard line with 10 seconds to go in the half. Leading 16-12, so we will probably just see the kneel-down series here. Out of the shotgun is Oster. Throws it out far side, caught by Charlie Yon. Got out of bounds just across the 40-yard line, but short of a first down. 2nd and short with 3 seconds to go in the half. Gain of 7 on the pass play from Oster to Yon. Squadron left for Thompson. Squadron right, rather. 3 to the right. Oster throws. Caught for a first down of the 49. Jack Croxton with a catch. Good first half of play here. It is a close one on the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard. Chris Moan, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. It's Thompson 16, Rugby 12 at the half on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Jeez, that's a lot of water.
No! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez. Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
Back at Thompson, we're at halftime. Taking a look at some of the younger football players. Future Thompson Tommies here. Joe Lancella with you as Thompson leads Rugby 16-12 at intermission. We got started with the scoring early on. Thompson on their first drive, going 57 yards in 7 plays, taking 325. Gavin Oster hooking up with Cash Danner on an 11-yard touchdown pass. And Oster running for the 2-point conversion made it 8-0 in favor of the Tommies. Rugby came right back. A 59-yard scoring play. Kiefer Fritz threw the pass I believe it was Kason Halverson who finished it off. My view was a little obscured. It appeared to be a hook and ladder type play, which Rugby did use later on in the game. But the try for point failed, and Thompson was up 8-6. And that was the score after the opening quarter. Then into the second quarter, Thompson had an apparent touchdown as Charlie Yon was running. The play started at the Rugby 45-yard line. And Yon simply coughed up the football. It was recovered by Rugby just before it went out of the end zone. So the Panthers took over at their own 20-yard line after the touchback, and they would drive 80 yards in 12 plays. That took 6:11 off the clock. Gavin Barch came in to play quarterback, more like a wildcat, and he ran in from 4 yards out to put the Panthers back in front 12-8 with a minute 47 to go in the half. The try for point failed. Thompson would get a good kickoff return from Rylan Pennis that brought the ball to Rugby's 35-yard line. And then on the first play from scrimmage, it was Oster to Cash Danner again on a 35-yard scoring pass. Oster would run for the two-point conversion to put Thompson in front 16-12 with a minute 26 to go in the half. And Rugby with a late drive starting from their own 30, getting into Thompson's 33, but not close enough. And that's where we are, 16-12 in favor of Thompson, and it will be Rugby to receive the second half kickoff. Thompson's stats offensively, 7 first downs for the Tommies. Gavin Oster completing 9 of 10 passes for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns. Chase Danner with 5 catches for 56 yards and the 2 touchdowns. Eli Gemmel, 1 catch for 12. Bryn Adams, 1 catch, 1 yard. Charlie Young, 1 catch, 7 yards. And Jack Krogstad, 1 catch for 11 yards. Thompson running, Charlie Young with 98 yards on 8 carries. I gave him a 44-yard run on that run where he fumbled. I'll have to see where the ball was actually punched out a little bit later on. But Young unofficially 98 yards on 8 carries. Gavin Oster, 1 carry for 2. Rylan Pennis, 2 carries for -1. So Thompson unofficially with 102 yards rushing and 87 passing for 189 yards of total offense. The Tommies have hurt themselves with penalties, have got 3 for 25 yards. Oh, let's see. I'll have to look that up a little bit later on. Charlie Young with a 16-yard punt and a 65-yard punt for an average of 40.5 yards. Rugby's had some impressive moments moving the ball. Now let's have a look at these guys here. And it's a matter of making big plays. Rugby has been able to pull off a few with the hook and ladder. They had a 21-yard gain on that in the second quarter. And looking a little more closely here, Thompson 4 penalties for 40 yards. Again, it'll be Rugby to receive the second half kickoff. As we watch some of the younger players. Thompson Tommies of the future. And I'll add up the Rugby numbers here while we have a chance here on the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard. Chris Moan, your agent with Andrews and Grand Forks in Nelson County. At the half, it's Thompson 16 and Rugby 12. Back with the start of the second half after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility has recently started offering a $4 per hour shift differential for rotating shifts. Go to AmericanCrystalCareers.com for more information.
Common doesn't do the extra reps. Common doesn't push the limits. And Common doesn't do all of that before the sun is up. We work harder than anyone else when no one is watching, so that when everyone is watching, we're ready to answer the call. Discover your uncommon side with the North Dakota Army National Guard.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA. We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. We continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Catch all the action of the fall postseason for Minnesota and North Dakota high school football and volleyball on YourLiveEvent.com.
Going down the field, it's picked off here from Kindred. Tanning Johnson to the 30, to the 25. Johnson, could he go? Yes, sir! A 45-yard pick six. Takes it up, played high in the air by Horkeneers. Risky left side off of a touch. Kept alive Thornton. Now played high. Angle, Severson, smash! Count, good!
Check out the postseason schedule on YourLiveEvent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Back at Thompson, Joe Lancello. We're at halftime, just about wrapping up the halftime. Thompson leading Rugby 16-12. A pair of touchdown passes from Gavin Oster to Cash Danner for the Tommies. Rugby scoring on a 59-yard scoring pass in the first quarter, then a 4-yard run by Gavin Barch. Barch, normally a running back, he was moved into the offensive line position to start the game. I was told he might play some tight end later, but he wound up playing in the backfield. As Charlie Yon to kick off for Thompson to start the second half. And here we go. Bobbled and then finally fallen on. Joe Rizvi falling on it. So Rugby is going to start at about their own 28 to start the first series of the second half. They've had a couple of different quarterbacks. Right now it's Kiefer Fritz, number 8, out of the pistol. Fritz to throw far side, the hook and ladder. And it's Rizvi sprinting down the far sideline, and he'll be forced out of bounds. Halverson with the catch, and then to Rizvi. And that'll be a first down for the Panthers. Again, it'll Tommy's 34. 38 yards on that pickup. Third time they've pulled off that hook and ladder play. One of them was for a touchdown in the first quarter. Rizvi coming in motion to the near side. Handoff for Bowl. He'll run to the 30. To the 35-yard line for a pickup of 4 yards. Two receivers right, one to the left. Ball at the right hip of the quarterback, Kiefer Fritz. Ball with a handoff. He'll be short of the first down. Ball in the first half, unofficially 12 yards on 7 carries. Picked up one on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Panthers. First drive of the second half. Rugby trying to regain the lead. They trail Thompson 16-12. And Fritz, the quarterback, lines up. He'll come in the slot on the near side and come in motion. Barch on a Wildcat snap. He breaks through. He's got a first down and more near the 20-yard line. It's one of those plays that can get a defense thinking. Seeing the quarterback in a slot, then coming in motion, you wonder if it's going to be a jet sweep or something else. And Gavin Barch, number 17, will remain in the pistol. He'll keep it himself. Short gain this time. Barch, a junior, 5'10", 190 pounds. They'll mark that as no gain. 2nd down and 10 still for Rugby. Barch will remain in the Wildcat formation. Fritz is wide right. Barch is going to step back and throw. And incomplete. Rizvi, the intended receiver. 3rd down and 10 for Rugby. So Barch, the third Rugby player to throw a pass in this game. Fritz, the original starting quarterback. We also saw Levi Wentz for a few snaps in this first half. Barch checks out. Fritz is back in the pistol. On 3rd and 10. Throws over the middle. It is caught. His tight end, Brody Burnt. And that'll be 1st and goal for Rugby.
Inside the 10-yard line, 1st and goal, Panthers.
They're going to spot that on the 4-yard line. After a gain of 16. 3rd first down on this drive for the Panthers, as they look to regain the lead. 3 receivers right. Barch is back in the game in the Wildcat. Bull at his right hip. Barch will keep over the right side. And he is in for a touchdown, or let's see, short of the goal line. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Second and goal from about the 1-foot line. Fritz, the quarterback, Barch out of the I formation. It's Barch on the carry and nothing doing. He didn't need a lot. He didn't get anything. Levi Wentz is going to come into the ball game, number 35. Fritz comes out. So will Wentz be the quarterback, or will it be Barch? Again, you're getting a defense thinking. Wentz is under center. Play fake, rolling right. Did he get in? No.
Wentz on the carry, driven out of bounds by Matt Nicholson. It'll be 4th and goal.
So 4th and goal for the 1. Thompson's defense coming up big here. They need one more stop. And Rugby may be needing to take a timeout here. And they do.
Rugby, their first time out of the second half.
Their first time out of the second half, coming with 7:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. On the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard, Chris Moan, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. Thompson 16, Rugby 12, but Rugby knocking on the door. We'll be right back.
In agriculture, the one thing you can count on is uncertainty. What if the GPS short circuits in your tractor? Do you have equipment breakdown coverage? Nodak Insurance has been insuring farmers and ranchers for over 70 years, and we've come across about every scenario you can imagine. Hi, I'm Chris Moen, your agent with answers at Nodak Insurance Company. I know insurance, I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call me today for details on how we can protect your farming operation at 757-1613.
Rugby looking at 4th and goal from inside the 1-yard line. Trailing 16-12. Kiefer Fritz is in the game. So is Barch, 17.
4th and goal for the Panthers.
They're quickly up to the line. Fritz under center. Keeps it himself. Did he get across?
Fritz, 1 yard for the touchdown.
And it is a touchdown. And the Panthers back in the lead, 18-16. A 62-yard drive took 4:31. and 11 plays. Rugby going for 2. They are 0 for 2 on the 2-point conversions. Fritz under center, Barch the tailback. Fritz rolling left, throwing, and incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. 7:26 to go in third quarter. Rugby 18.
But Rugby still has taken the lead with 7:26 to go in the third quarter on the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard. Chris Moan, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. Rugby 18, Thompson 16 on yourliveevent.com.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
So Rugby taking the first drive of the third quarter for a touchdown, and they're back in front 18-16 with 7:26 to go in the third quarter. Zach Solinsky will be kicking off. Jan will field. Straight up the middle to about the 45-yard line. Nice run back by Charlie Jan.
The winner of $249 from the Chief Booster 50-50 is Tad Chai from Rugby. Congratulations.
So the Tommies will start at their own 45-yard line. First offensive series for the Tommies in the third quarter. Eli Gemmel is wide to the near side. Gavin Oster from the pistol. Toss for Jan, right side, across midfield, still going. And brought down near the 25 of Rugby.
Brought down near the 20-yard line of the Panthers.
And they'll spot that on the Panther 20. 21-yard line, 34 yards. Charlie Jan over 100 yards now tonight for the Tommies. Oster fakes a handoff. He'll run himself over the right side. Still on his feet, Oster. And scores. Gavin Oster, a 21-yard touchdown run, his third rushing score of the year. And the Tommies back in the lead 22-18 with a try for point coming. A 2-play, 55-yard drive. This might be one of those games where the last person who scores will win. A give for Jan up the middle, 2 more.
Charlie Jan runs in the 2-point conversion. 6:38 to go in the third quarter. Thompson,
so with 6:38 to go in the third quarter on the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard, Chris Moan, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. Thompson 24, Rugby 18 on yourliveevent.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side. Corner 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Thompson scoring drive, 55 yards in 2 plays. It took 41 seconds. Gavin Oster on a 21-yard run. Charlie Jan ran for the 2-point conversion. It's a 6-point Thompson lead. And those 6 points are all missed 2-point conversions. And a bouncing ball, almost an onside kick, recovered by the Panthers by Ethan Corum, number 33. So Rugby will take over at their own 43. Barch is in the game. He's going to wind up as a tight end on the left side. I formation with Kiefer Fritz under center. Fritz with a toss to Bull. And I think that's one of the better runs that Alec Bull has had tonight, the sophomore running back. And into Thompson territory just across the 50-yard line. Second down 2, midway point of the third quarter. Toss to the near side for Bull. He'll have the first down after a big collision with defensive tackle Jevin Fee, number 51. And still just short of the first down. Third and less than a yard. Hager and Halverson wide right. From the I formation, Fritz gives to the tailback Bull. He has the first down, but he doesn't have the football. And Thompson has it. Big takeaway by the Thompson defense, as they'll start on their own 44-yard line. Thompson now looking to add to a 24-16 lead, 24-18 lead. Charlie Jan bulling his way into Rugby territory. That'll be close to a first down. It will be a first down at Rugby's 45 after a gain of 11. Tommies will be hosting Grafton next week, their final home game of the regular season. We'll have that for you on yourliveevent.com, and that will also be a 6 p.m. kickoff. Here's a pitch for Jan. And a penalty flag thrown at the near sideline. Sideline warning was given to Rugby after Jan gained 5 to the 40-yard line. Two receivers left and one to the right. Cash Danner in motion now. A give for Jan. And a nice play by Rugby's defensive tackle number 77, Carter Christensen, a junior, 6'1", 205. That'll be a loss of a yard to the 41, setting up 3rd and 6 for Thompson. Under 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Thompson with a 24-18 lead. Brady Ripplinger comes wide to the near side. Oster rolls left, throws, tipped, and it's caught! Ripplinger has a touchdown.
Ripplinger. 41 yards for the touchdown.
A tip drill for the offense. And the Tommies now lead 30-18. That looked like it was going to get away, but Brady Ripplinger with the catch, and that is his first catch of the season. Thompson going for 2. They've been 3 for 3 on that. Here's Jan, right side. 2 more.
3:31 to go in the third quarter. Thompson 32, Rugby 18.
So with 3:31 to go in the third quarter on the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard, Chris Moan, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. Thompson 32, Rugby 18 on yourliveevent.com.
Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro is completing post-frame buildings 80 by 80, 80 by 160, even 80 by 200. Need an addition or shop reskin? Cywick Lumber and Hardware has all materials. They'll complete to your customized building requests. Bifold doors, hydro doors for farm buildings, and metal sailed steel for durable construction. Whether it's new, an addition, or a repair, every building project can be done with Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro. All materials, all in one place. Visit or call Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
Thompson, after the fumble recovery, go 56 yards in 4 plays, taking a minute 42. Gavin Oster's third touchdown pass of the night. And Brady Ripplinger with his first catch of the year, and what a time and what a way to make it. Charlie on to kick off. And the ball lost.
Ball is loose.
And Rugby will have it.
About the 30-yard line of the Tommies.
Again, you have to remember the players on the kick receiving team that once that ball goes 10 yards, it's a live ball. And that means anybody can get it. Rugby will start from their own 30-yard line. First time in this game, either side has been down by 2 scores. Fritz hands it off to Bull. Thompson's defensive line ready for that. Cash Danner in on the hit, along with 72, Charlie Johnson.
Charlie Johnson on the tackle for the Tommies.
Johnson 6'5", 320, and he's a sophomore. 2 receivers right. As Fritz out of the pistol. Throws left. Rizvi with a nice catch near the first down marker.
Pass is complete to Halverson near first down yardage.
Oh, beg your pardon, that was Kason Halverson. Mistook 12 for 22, and that's a yard short of the first down. Third and 1. Fritz, pump fakes, throws long down the far sideline, way too long. Looking for Kason Halverson.
Pass 10 for Halverson is incomplete. Ripplinger in the coverage.
Making it 4th down and a yard from the 39-yard line.
Short for Panthers.
Zach Solinsky has come into the game number 20. He has seen some action at running back. Hudson Hager, number 10, is the punter. And Rugby will go for it with Fritz under center. And Thompson will take a timeout, their first timeout of the second half. 2:42 to go, third quarter on the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard. Chris Moan, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. Thompson 32, Rugby 18 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
Each team now with 2 timeouts remaining in the second half with 2:42 to go third quarter. Rugby looking to get back into this game, trailing 32-18. Thompson led 8-6 at the quarter. Fritz under center. Toss to the tailback, who is bottled up and brought down for a loss. Zelensky got less than nothing and liked it. Thompson take over with 2:36 to go in the third. At the Rugby 35. Zelensky a loss of 4 on that carry. Great job by the Tommies defensive line to bottle that up. Gavin Oster, who's played the entire game at quarterback. A give for Jan. Breaking tackles, cutting to the left. 10. And is in for a touchdown. Charlie Jan, a 35-yard touchdown. And the lead is now 38-18 in favor of the Tommies. "13 seconds after taking possession, the Tommies add to their lead. Man in deep motion, that's Danner. He's going to try to get around the corner. And he did not get it across the end zone. So for the first time tonight, a Thompson run for point fails after a touchdown. So with 2:23 to go, third quarter on the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard. Chris Moan, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. Thompson 38, Rugby 18 on YourLiveEvent.com.
The new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
Thompson with a pair of touchdowns, 1 minute and 8 seconds apart. Breaking this game open, they lead at 38-18. And we'll see Adrian Bren kicking off, number 34. Giving Charlie Jan a little bit of a break. And that was lobbed and caught to the 48-yard line of Rugby by number 80, Luke Grainer, a freshman, 5'9", 155. So Rugby with good field position. They'll mark that at the Panther 49-yard line. Levi Wentz is out of the pistol now. 2 receivers right. Wentz on a delayed run. Gets 3, maybe 4 into Thompson territory.
36-yard line. Gain of about 5, second and 5.
They'll give him 5 to the Tommies 46, second and 5 for Rugby at the 2-minute mark of the third quarter. 2 receivers right and 1 to the left. Levi Wentz, the quarterback. He'll throw it out near side. It is caught by Hager, and he'll have a first down.
Wentz's pass complete to Hager. It's good for a first down at the Tommy 38.
Gain of 8 to the 38 of the Tommies. Wentz will line up under center with an I formation. Play fake, rolls right, throws. Ooh, incomplete. Hager with a good try to snare that one, but not able to do it. It'll be second and 10 with 1:17 to go in the third.
Coverage, second and 10, Panthers.
Doesn't appear to be any injury on the part of Kiefer Fritz. Just Coach Tyler Green of Rugby trying something new. Wentz lines up under center. 2 receivers right. Toss for Alec Bowl. Trying to get around the corner with a short gain.
The short gain stump on the tackle for the Tommies.
No gain on that play. 3rd and 10 now for Rugby with under a minute to go in the third. Wentz from the pistol with Bowl at his right hip. 2 receivers right now, a little motion. Wing on the left side and a tight end there. Bowl stopped short of the 35. Charlie Johnson on the tackle. Pickup of 2, 4th down, 8 now for Rugby. And this play is probably going to be pulled off to start the 4th quarter. 3 quarters in the book. On the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard, Chris Moan, your agent with Answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. After 3, it's Thompson 38, Rugby 18. 4th quarter after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
We're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
A reminder, we've got interviews with area coaches tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock on KRJB 106.5 FM and Gold 101.5 KRJM. And we've got more coming up on Wednesday night at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com. The YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show brought to you by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Hoping to have an interview with Owen Winter, the cross-country runner from Dilworth, Glendon, Felton. 4th and 8. Kiefer Fritz back in the name of the quarterback out of the pistol. Fritz rolling left, throwing way long, incomplete. So the Tommies take over with 11:52 to go in the 4th quarter at their own 36-yard line. Gavin Oster remains the quarterback. He and Grady Hurst had been alternating quite a bit in recent Thompson games, but Oster has gone the distance today. Charlie Yon finally bulldogged across midfield into Rugby territory.
Panthers is good for Tommy, first down.
$16 yards on that pickup. Jan with one touchdown run. He should have had a second, but he had fumbled.
Weather and sports.
Excuse me. Play fake. Oster throws incomplete. Out of the reach of Cash Danner.
Oster's pass, 10 for Danner, is incomplete. Brings up
Second down, 10 for the Tommies. Again, each team with 2 timeouts remaining. Thompson will finish their home season next Friday night when they host Grafton, and that'll be a 6 o'clock kickoff. We'll have it here on YourLiveEvent.com. Next week, Rugby will host Carrington, their final home game of the season. Danner in motion. Give for Jan. Getting his way across the 40, close to a first down. Mark it at the 40. It'll be third down. About a yard and a half. Oster back to throw. Over the middle, it is bobbled and caught on a ricochet by Levi Wentz. Well, the Tommies got a touchdown on a ricocheted pass. And this is probably the law of averages then. Rugby take over with 10:36 to go on the ball game. At their own 21-yard line, 22-yard line, make that. Fritz out of the pistol. Rizvi comes in motion to the far side. And trying to counterplay over the left side. Gets a short gain for Alec Bowl. No gain, second down 10. 10 minutes to play in the ball game. 2 receivers left. Fritz will hand it for Bowl, trying to sweep the right side, and he is brought down very quickly.
Brought down behind line of scrimmage. Danner in the tackle for the Tommies.
Cash Danner with that tackle for loss. Loss of 4 makes it third and 14 from the 18-yard line. Fritz looks left, batted down by Porter Martin.
Pass 10 for Hager is incomplete, brings up fourth down.
So 4th and 14 now for Rugby with 9:12 to go. Hudson Hager is back to punt. This is too deep in Rugby territory to try any trick play. Grady Hurst will let the ball roll. And it will die at Rugby's 49-yard line. line. "33 yards on the punt with no return." Thompson starting this drive for the Rugby 49 with 9:02 to go in the ball game. And a 38-18 lead. Oster gives for Jan, who's wrapped up. Rare occasion that's happened. Nice play by the Panthers. Number 77, Carter Christensen, a junior. Krogstad lines up wide left, receiver wide right. Danner is an H-back. Toss for Jan. Breaking outside, first down, and gets out. No, still going.
Jan on the carry down near the 30-yard line. That's good for a Tommy first down.
Ball now on Rugby's 32-yard line after a gain of 19. Charlie Young was near 100 yards at halftime. He may be near 200 now as Oster rolls to his left and throws. And that's incomplete, intended for tight end Brent Adams. Second and 10 for the Tommies with 7:53 to go in regulation. If this holds up, Thompson will go to 4-3 overall and 3-2 in Region 2 play. Rugby would drop to 1-6 and 0-5 in the region. Danner coming in motion, a give for Jan, fighting his way forward and now breaking through. Broke a tackle. Still going, touchdown. Charlie Jan, a 32-yard touchdown, his second touchdown run of the second half. And the Tommies increase their lead to 44-18 with 7:41 to go in the ball game. Tommies once again going for two. Oster from the pistol. Rolls right, throws, caught. Deuce for Danner.
7:41 remaining. Thompson 46, Rugby 18.
So our score now with 7:41 to go in the fourth quarter. Thompson 46, Rugby 18 on the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard. Chris Moan, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. We'll have the kickoff after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and RJBroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and RJBroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Thompson driving 54 yards in 4 plays. Taking a minute 21. Charlie on a 35-yard touchdown run in the third quarter, a 32-yard run here in the fourth. And it'll be Jan to kick off. It's beyond Rizvi. He'll pick it up in front of the goal line to the 10. Trying to cut back inside, and a good job by the Tommies coverage team. Got a few new faces, or do we? Noah Hippen trying to hurry off the field. Well, apparently we've got 11 as Rugby will scrimmage from their own 14-yard line. Levi Wentz is the quarterback. Wentz, pressure breaks down. Now he's going to run. And he's got a first down. Kind of went the hard way to get it, but still. A gain of 14 to the 28. The 46 points is the most that Rugby has given up in a game all season. Their offensive high, 36, and that was in their opening day victory over Stanley, 36-14. Zach Solinsky, the ball carrier. Picks up 3 to the 31-yard line, 2nd down and 7 for the Panthers. Rugby's final 2 games at home against Carrington next week and then at Turtle Mountain the following week. Fritz back in the game at quarterback, rolling left. And he'll throw it away. Hudson Hager, the closest to the ball. Set up 3rd and 7 with 6:11 to play. Thompson finishes at home against Grafton next Friday. We'll have that on yourliveevent.com. That's a 6 o'clock kickoff. And then on Thursday the 16th, they'll play at Carrington. That's also a 6 o'clock kickoff. Fritz from the pistol. Pass overthrown. Intended for Corey Walker, number 24. So 4th and 7 for the Panthers now with 6:07 to play. Hudson Hager back in punt formation. Low kick. Hurst will just let it go, and the ball will die at the Tommies 35. 34 yards on the punt with no return. Tommies take over at their own 35-yard line with 5:59 to go in the 4th quarter. Oster still in the game at quarterback. Ryland Pennis took the handoff and took a pretty good shot. And picked up a couple of yards. 2nd and 8. Gavin Oster out of the pistol. Pennis again. 1st down to the 46 of the Tommies. Brought down by Gavin Barch, number 17. Pennis with a pickup of 9. 5 minutes to play now. Jeremy Tice is lined up wide to the right side. Pennis with the carry again into Rugby territory. And he's having to be brought down Rugby style near the first down.
The Panther 46. Bring up 2nd and 2.
From 146 to the other for a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 with 4.5 minutes to play. Jack Krogstad is wide right, Ripplinger wide left. Out of the eye. And the first back on the carry, number 21, Jacob Olson, a sophomore, 5'9", 156. Got a yard to the 45. 3rd and 1 for the Tommies with 3:45 to play. Receivers wide to both sides. Snap a little bit low. A give for Pennis. First down and plenty more to about the 33 of Rugby.
Across the 35, now the 33. That's good for a Tommy first.
Ryland Pennis had a good game against Turtle Mountain. I believe that was a 100-yard plus game for him. And Penn is showing that he can run the football as well. And Grady Hurst is the quarterback. Hands it off over the left side. Pennis with a short gain. Grady Hurst, a freshman. Loss of a yard to the 34-yard line makes it 2nd and 11 for Thompson with 2:35 to play. Hurst under center. Gives it off for Pennis. Breaking across the 25 to about the 24. And that is a first down for Thompson, their 3rd on this drive. 53, Caden Kurz, a freshman, into the offensive line for Thompson. (15) Mason Applegren in the game also. He'll line up as a tight end on the left side. Handoff for number 21, Jacob Olson, and that didn't get much. In fact, it lost. Lost 3 yards with the 27, 2nd and 13 with under a minute and a half to play. Number 80, Caden Pennis, a freshman, comes in as a receiver. He lines up wide left. Hurst to Pennis, breaks a tackle. Still going, and he will score. Ryland Pennis with his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. And it's now 52-18 in favor of the Tommies with 50 seconds to play. Nine plays, 65 yards on the drive. And the Tommies once again going for 2. And we're at the point of running time now. Hurst from the pistol. Pennis behind him. Pennis takes the handoff over the right side. And he did not score. The signs seem to say no. So the run fails, 52-18 in favor of Thompson. On the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard, Chris Moan, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No, 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 no! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature. Oh, geez.
Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
Well, Ryland Pennis did make the two-point conversion. We were seeing a sign from the referee who was about a good 15, 20 yards back of the play. And here's a kickoff by Justin Swanepoel, a sophomore. Rizavi runs it down and is run down around the 10. So the Panthers with one play left with 9 seconds to go. And that's going to be at the 10-yard line. Tommy's counting to see that they've got the right number of bodies. Because if you have too many men on the field, it is your problem. It's a penalty. If you are playing with less than 11, that's your problem. Wentz with a handoff.
The final score tonight, Thompson 54, Rugby 18. Next action for the Tommies is...
And this will belong to Thompson.
Spoilers, a region game. Game time is 6 p.m.
And our final score on the Chris Moan Nodak Insurance Agency scoreboard. Chris Moan, your agent with answers in Grand Forks and Nelson County. Thompson 54 and Rugby 18. We'll be back after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Drayton, North Dakota area, growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility has recently started offering a $4 per hour shift differential for rotating shifts. Go to AmericanCrystalCareers.com for more information.
Common doesn't do the extra reps. Common doesn't push the limits. And Common doesn't do all of that before the sun is up. We work harder than anyone else when no one is watching, so that when everyone is watching, we're ready to answer the call. Discover your uncommon side with the North Dakota Army National Guard.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA. We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. We continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Back at Thompson, Joe Lanceller with you as the Thompson Tommies improve to 4-3 on the season as they defeat the Rugby Panthers by a final score of 54-18. And to run down the scoring is going to take a while. Thompson opened the scoring with 8:29 to go in the first quarter. The opening drive of the game, a 7-play, 57-yard drive. It was Gavin Oster connecting with Cash Danner on an 11-yard touchdown pass. The Tommies got the 2-point conversion and led it 8-0. Rugby would come back on their first play of scrimmage. I'm going to have another look at this. And it was apparently a hook and ladder play with, I had it down with Kaysen Halverson making the catch. It could have been Joe Rizovy who took the ball in the end zone. The run for 2-point conversion failed. It was 8-6 in favor of Thompson. And that was the score at the end of the first quarter. Into the second quarter, Thompson had a great opportunity. Charlie Yan had broken through on a run of over 40 yards for a score. However, Yan fumbled, and the ball was recovered by Rugby in the end zone. So instead of a touchdown, it's a touchback for Rugby. And from there, the Panthers would drive 80 yards in 12 plays, taking 6:11 off the clock. Gavin Barch scoring on a 4-yard run. The try for point failed. Rugby in the lead 12-8 with 1:47 to go in the half. Thompson, after a good kickoff return from Rylan Pennis, had the ball at Rugby's 34-yard line. And on the first play from scrimmage, it was Gavin Oster to Cash Danner again for a touchdown, a 35-yarder. Oster ran for the 2-point conversion. The Tommies were up 16-12 with 1:26 to go in the half, and that was the halftime score, 16-12. Into the third quarter, Rugby took the opening kickoff and drove 62 yards in 11 plays in 4 minutes, 31 seconds. Quarterback Kiefer Fritz scoring on a 1-yard run. The pass for 2-point conversion failed, 18-16 in favor of the Panthers. And that would be the last time they had the lead. Thompson took the ensuing kickoff. A pretty good return by Charlie Yan brought the ball to the Tommy's 45-yard line. Then Yan with a 34-yard run to Rugby's 21. And then Gavin Oster, the quarterback, scoring on a 21-yard run. Yan ran for the 2-point conversion. Thompson in front 24-18 with 6:38 to go in the third quarter. After a Rugby fumble, Thompson took over at their own 44-yard line, and 4 plays later had a touchdown as Oster threw a pass that was deflected by somebody and came right into the hands of Brady Ripplinger, who ran it in for a score, finishing a 41-yard touchdown pass. Yan ran for the 2-point conversion to make it 32-18. And that was Brady Ripplinger's first catch of the season. Then after a 4-and-out by Rugby, Thompson had the ball at the Rugby 35-yard line, and Charlie Yan, 1 play later, had a touchdown. The run for conversion failed, and it was Thompson in front 38-18. That was the score after 3 quarters. Into the fourth, Thompson took over at their own 49-yard line after a punt. 4 plays later in the end zone, Charlie Yan scoring again from 32 yards out. A pass to Cash Danner for the two-point conversion made it 46-18. And then, after a punt, the Tommies drove 65 yards in 9 plays, taking 5:09. Rylan Pennis on a 27-yard touchdown run. He ran for the two-point conversion to make the final score 54-18 with 50 seconds to play. Big win for the Tommies. We'll talk with Coach Brady Schwab after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Minnesota and North Dakota high school football and volleyball on YourLiveEvent.com.
Going down the field, it's picked off here from Kindred. Tanning Johnson to the 30, to the 25. Johnson, could he go? Yes, sir! A 45-yard pick six for
Takes it up, played high in the air by Horkin. Here's risky left side off of a touch. Kept alive Thornton. Now played high. Angle, Severson, smash! Count, good!
Check out the postseason schedule on YourLiveEvent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
In agriculture, the one thing you can count on is uncertainty. What if the GPS short circuits in your tractor? Do you have equipment breakdown coverage? Nodak Insurance has been insuring farmers and ranchers for over 70 years, and we've come across about every scenario you can imagine. Hi, I'm Chris Moen, your agent with answers at Nodak Insurance Company. I know insurance, I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call me today for details on how we can protect your farming operation at 757-1613.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
And welcome back. Joe Lansolo along with Brady Schwab, the coach of the Thompson Tommies. An offensive high for Thompson this year, 54 points in a 54-18 win over Rugby. That had to be fun to watch for the second half of the game anyway.
Right, yeah. I thought we made some good halftime adjustments. Actually, I thought our offensive line did well all night. I thought we were able to move the ball, and defensively, we had to make a couple of adjustments, but in the second half, I thought our offensive line played really well. Obviously, Charlie ran hard. He always runs hard, and it was fun to see. And then Gavin, was able to sneak one in there and make a couple nice passes. So, yeah, second half was really good. Something we got to get shored up is taking care of that first half. But, it's a region win and one we need.
And you probably had a better view of it than I did. There was a pass that seemed to be tipped, and Brady Ripplinger caught it. How did you see it?
Yeah, it was a little drag route to Eli Gamble, and we overthrew it a little bit. And fortunately, Brady was in that spot, and it bounced into his hands, and he made an athletic play and got into the house. So that was sometimes luck bounces the other way. We had one where we threw a nice pass to Bryn down here on a little seam route and bounced off his hands and bounced to them. And it bounces different ways, different times, but fortunately on that play, it bounced in our favor.
And so much seemed to go right in the game. You bring in Rylan Pennis, and he shows that he may be the number 2 running back, but he's certainly not a poor player.
Right, Rylan's a good player. I mean, he had a big game for us earlier this year against Turtle Mountain, and he's very capable. And if we didn't have Charlie, Riley would be our number 1 guy in there. And when he gets an opportunity to get in there, there's always something good that happens. And he's a kid that comes in every day and works his tail off. We love having him. He doesn't talk very much, but he does most of his talking when he gets out on the field. So it's fun to see him get an opportunity to get the ball a lot in the second half and get some points on the board.
Back over 500 now at 4-3 and 3-2 in the region. Grafton here next week. That seems like it's kind of a pick 'em going by their scores.
Right, and it's a big one for us this year. If you look at our schedule, we've one loss. Here we're on the win. We haven't been able to string 2 together, and at this point in time, they're playoff implications, and that's going to be no different, and that's going to be a big one. That we know they're athletic, we know what they're going to hope to do, and Donovan's done a great job up there with those kids. So we're going to have to celebrate this one a little bit, and then get back into the film room on Monday, and get ready for those guys.
And back here next Friday night at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, 6 o'clock again. Typically in October, it's a little bit cooler than it was tonight, but it turned out to be a beautiful night, and we're out of here a little bit earlier. So,
all right, Brady Schwab, coach of the Thompson Tommies. Thanks very much. Congratulations.
Thanks, Joe.
And we've got to get our post-game awards. Let's start with our player of the game, brought to you by Enbridge. Life takes energy. Enbridge, energy for life. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. And someone who took advantage of his opportunities was Gavin Oster, the senior quarterback for the Thompson Tommies, with 3 touchdown passes and also running for a score. So Gavin Oster, our player of the game, brought to you by Enbridge. Life takes energy. Enbridge, energy for life. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. And now our precision play of the game, brought to you by Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Agassi Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Call 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. Precision play of the game, I'm going to go with that tip pass that Brady Ripplier caught and took to the house for a Thompson touchdown. That's our precision play of the game, brought to you by Agassi Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Call 701-436-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. And that is going to do it for us tonight here from Thompson. Thanks to Bailey on camera. Thanks to Brady Schwab, the activities director here, for the great facilities. And thanks to you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Hope you will also thank our sponsors by giving them your business, or if nothing else, just stop by to say thank you. I'm Joe Lancello. The final score once again here, Thompson 54 and Rugby 18. Have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. We will talk to you later. Good night, everyone.